Good morning, everybody, and happy Friday. Good morning, everybody. Hopefully you're ready for a No News Friday, as just got stopped out there on that final little piece of that one. Was trading a little bit while we had the tunes going here. If you're with me either in the Discord or in the YouTube chat, go ahead and say what's up, and good morning. Let's see who's with us here. Good morning to, let's see, we have Julius, Silly, HD, Driss, Davey, Ride the Watermelon, GC Wolf, Sylvia, Dude. Check this one. Watermelon, Frank, Silent NWS, Redberg, John, Decline, Amateur Genius, Franco, Panchua, Futures Trading Today, Ron's Fun, Kenny, Dustin, Bill, Kenko, Ghost Trader, Astro Nerd, Scorpion Futures, Clarbello, Coelho, Ride the Watermelon, Luna, M2, Nuggets, Potamus, Mark, Shady Lady, Z-Week, Gratis, Davey, Bird, 1-2 Fish, Cabot, good morning to you, Spaztrick, good morning, Mixter, Daniel, Stevie, Big Sexy, what's up, good morning. Who else do we have here? Strictly Trade Biz, Epic Gamer, KG, Dana, Helder, good morning, Fun Tasty John, Scott Bro, good morning, Mark O, Julius, Angel, good morning, Trader Page. Good morning, SW and Tron. Good morning. Good morning, Angia, Mark, Allen. Good morning, Travel Bunny, Carla, Angia, Amit, NK, Fish 5, Red, Toto, John, Frederick, Nathan, Barefoot, Greenback, Souza, Marco, William, Joe, Jims, Jimmy. All the Jims. Good morning. Zello, Leo, Todd, Travis. Good morning, ODO, Yogi, Hang Time, Jeff. Good morning, Jeff. How many Jeffs we got in here today? Good morning, Richard, Larry, Gold Chess Club, Alex P, Ethan, Rufus, Ricky. Good morning, Ethan, Donovan. Good morning. Good morning. So we did take a little scalperooski there, and we ended up basically right about flat here. We're at negative $155. It's difficult to start a stream and do all that while scalping, but hey, we'll see what we can do here off the open. We are checking this out here. I want to bring this on over to here. We are kind of chopping around. The idea was I'm looking for a nice clean breakout of this topping range here. If we don't get that clean breakout, there's a good chance that we could reject down. Now keep in mind today, folks, we do not have any news at all, except for one little tiny piece. We do have at, let's see the schedule here. What time is it? 10 a.m. We have the April leading index. That's about it. But other than that, we do have some Fed speakers today. We do have a couple Fed speakers. We have Chris Waller speaking at 10:15. We do have Adriana Kugler way after the market close. But that's pretty much it. But today is monthly options expiration. So we should or could see a lot of volatility because of that. But, I wouldn't say that it's going to be a cantankerous day or anything like that. It's not going to be a crazy, crazy wild day. We are kind of holding down here for the time being. I might want to, I'm just going to put on another long down here. And I'll run my stop pretty tight right around there. But yeah, I do like this long because if we do break out of this area to the downside, if we do break out of this kind of area, this was a prior support. It could turn into support again. We've been using this as resistance for the Globex session. I want to give a special shout out to SW and Kofifi. I believe collectively they probably made about $100,000 overnight. Unbelievable trading by the both of you. Good morning to, who did I miss here? Stevie, Big Sexy, SW, Tron, RTR, Daniel, Johnny Cash, STR, Dr. Purple Ape, Chris 18. Good morning. Dustin. Good morning. Very inspiring stuff to see that from the overnight crew. Good morning, Vadim. Good morning. Hey, Trader Joe. Good to see you. Really, really great to see you. So, yeah, we don't have a lot of news, but we have a lot to go over from yesterday. I just want to see if we can actually, because we start to show some promise and break out of this range. And I'd kind of like to see kind of like to see something like that if we are breaking out of that range there to add into that position. But I mean, it's going to be lower liquidity probably until about 8:30. We're going to get a small injection, but we have a lot of options activity to sort through today. GME, by the way, if you folks are following along with the GameStop saga, they did report their earnings today. Their earnings were down, and they did file a mixed shelf, which for you folks who don't trade any kind of small caps or anything, that's an offering. It's not good for the stock. It's a way for them to raise money. It can be good sometimes, but with what kind of just happened, it feels kind of scammy, feels kind of a little bit scammy there. So yeah, they had their offering this morning there. Mick says, hey Rip, since I follow you from this YouTube channel, my trading completely changed in a good. Yesterday I passed my third 150K top specs. You're a big part of it. Thanks. Hey, give it up for Mick. That's awesome. I love hearing stories like that. Hey, good morning there, Carl Hungus. Good morning, Mandar. Good to see you. Preslov, good to see you as well. OBP in the house. Who took over the Roaring Kitty Twitter. It went from nothing to a spam video. Isn't it strange, right? And it's probably using scheduled tweets. I mean, I don't even know how many tweets you can schedule, but yeah, there's definitely some sort of operation going on over there. And I don't know if it's legal or not to sell your X/Twitter account. I'm not really sure on the legalities behind that. But it's a wild world we live in where that kind of thing can happen, right? Let's get these likes up super early, folks, because I'd love to do a giveaway today. We are at, we don't have a lot in the way of news, but we can have a lot in the way of giveaways. We can do a giveaway for 3 months of Clubhouse, for free Top Step combines. I mean, it's really up to you folks, right? It really is up to you folks. It's not spam. It's a millionaire genius in action. Well, unless he was short, maybe it was a way for him to, I don't know. I don't really want to speculate on it because we're not trading that stuff ourselves in here. Yeah, look at this. We are scooting up here. We're getting a little bit of tear up to the top side. Curious if I could actually add one moving into this. It's just a bit, very low liquidity. I would love to see this kind of slam down a little bit more, and then I could add into it heavily, but we'll see. So we're doing a giveaway regardless today. Yeah, we will. We absolutely will. Hey, Rip, still on your channel from September. Big respect. Hey, Jonathan, one of the OGs of YouTube here. Been here since the beginning. We used to be streaming. What was our audience back in September? What were we streaming for? I want to say like 100 people, 70 people. Goodness. I just bought that heavily discounted Top Step Combine. Hope my affiliate money buys you a portion. Yeah, look out. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be amazing, Alan. Thank you for that. Appreciate you. Oh, yeah. Don't worry. Giveaway's happening. We've had a tremendously fun week this week here in the stream. It's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed trading with you folks. We are in that second lot. We got filled in on that stop order. Now, I'd really like to see this blowout here since we did draw that liquidity. So let's see if we can starting to really scoot up here. Very thin, however. I don't like when it's this thin. It makes it incredibly difficult to find confidence in these types of trades. I just, to be honest with you, I do not like when we have this type of trade setup. It's not the best. It's hard to have confidence with this thin of a market because it can reverse 10 handles on no liquidity. If I came in with an account where I could be trading 50 lots live money, I could easily move this market right back down very easily. I really doubt that there's bids that, it's very, very thin. It is wild to see how much your channel has grown. I'm actually surprised you don't have a bigger following. Thank you, Dwayne. It's grown rapidly. It feels like yesterday we were at 10,000, then we hit 15,000. Now we're going for 20,000. It's grown really, really fast. I love it. And you folks are very, very supporting. It's been awesome. I've been really enjoying our journey together, and I feel that it's a great way to spend the mornings. And trading was always for me such a lonely journey. It was always such a terribly, wait, what is this? Now I got orders doing the thing. I'm going to change that to a 2 and do that. There we go. Couldn't even see that I had like some extra stop in place there. Oh, you know what? It's because I did the ATM strategy thing. Whatever. Anyway. Passed my 50K account 2 days ago of Tops. I'm still waiting for my activate. Nice work there, Trader's Nest. Give it up. 875 is a major equilibrium level. I'm not going to hold my long into it. 875 or 775 or 675. Which one? 18,875. That's way up there. What are we talking about here, Richard? You have such a strong grasp on the news events and how they function and what they mean. Where did you learn about the news events? It's just time and experience. A lot of time and experience. 675. That makes more sense. It's just time and experience. And you have to have a love for it, right? You really have to have a love for this. You have to really enjoy this stuff, because if you don't, it doesn't get the content. It's always shifting. The thing for me that really draws me into trading is that every single, if you like playing chess, you understand it, that every game is unique for the most part, right? Obviously, if you're playing, let's just say you're skirmishing against the same opponent and you're practicing a line or an opening, you're going to have, similar openings. But for the most part, your games are going to vary. You're never going to repeat the same game for the most part. Obviously, you can repeat moves in an opening if somebody's practicing a line. But for the most part, most games that you're going to play are truly unique. And in trading, it's much the same way. Your trading is going to be extremely unique. And that's interesting, right? It stays fresh, it stays interesting. And we're also measured on our ability to manage our risk during these events. So it's kind of a high stakes, entertaining game. And it's it's a magical thing. And there's not really many things in life that offer that same type of variety and that spice. And I really do appreciate that, right? I enjoy it. I think it's fabulous. Well, Ribs, you might want to reconsider the company that you keep someone who's failing and for no reason at all disrespects the other people isn't someone a good person should promote. Who are we talking about? I have no idea where we're going with this. Did I miss some? What did I miss here? What are we talking about? I do not like what a voting profile, the point of control is. I'm going to sit and wait out for the market to be open. It's extremely low volume. Yeah, it's very risky right now. More Rips, I would like to schedule one-on-one when you have an opening. So Ryan, I post the schedule every single day in here. Now, if you miss it and you've been in here for over a month, just reach out to me in the DMs and we will schedule a very special spot just for you. Obviously, it's because you're awesome. Oh, thank you so much. Don't feel lonely trading anymore, hanging out in here, even if I locked out all but one account today. There you go. There you go. You pizzazzed when you were supposed to French fry, and now you're you pizzaed. Rose, could you please explain what made you go long? I'm trying to work it out. Yeah, so we're looking for this breakout here for this topping area because we want this to go back to being the support that we saw here, right? We want this to continue to be the support where we had support from this area. It was resistance overnight. We drew a bunch of liquidity. Because of this liquidity draw right here, that gives me the confidence to go long, because if we do get a breakout back into this area here, we have a whole mess of stops to be popping on the way up, and it could get pretty speedy. It's going to do one thing or the other. It's going to continue to be resistance and fail. We'll get stopped out, and that's no big deal. Or we get that up jump the boogie and that continuation, potentially even to this volume area right here. All right. Now, if you draw on your chart exactly like this, exactly the same, things might work out for you. But there you go. Hopefully that explains it. That was for dips. Hopefully that was a fair explanation of my thesis behind that. Looks like a locomotive. Don't forget about AM SPX expiry tends to cause some illiquid moves. That's true, Nick for a tick. Thank you. And thank you for being here. Give it up for Nick for a tick. Very, very true. We do have the SPX contracts expiring. They do that in the morning. So yeah, don't forget about that. A lot of people out there should, you ought to give yourself some education in the options market, because this is dictating a lot of the flow that's happening here, right? It's worthwhile. I feel like I'm looking at a rush. Yeah. It's getting rejected. The channel 30-minute downtrend. I'll wait for the market open. Hey, and that's not a bad strategy, right? Sometimes I like to get some risk on nice and early, but we're not going crazy, right? Levels are red on Bookmap. Why do you not consider shorts? Let's see. 610, 600. I mean, those are way down there, right? Let's see. 610. So I'm not sure what we're talking about there. 610, 600, 587. I mean, we have some liquidity down there. It doesn't mean that we're going to immediately go straight down there, right? That's not how that works. Blow up 2 accounts demo with the slow platform. Which one are we talking about? It's Friday. I'm having a slice of cold pizza. There you go. Cold pizza. That's the way to win. Now, if we base out down here and we continue this trend that we've been in, if we zoom out, we're still in this, over here, we're still in this uptrend, right? If we come back down and we continue this uptrend, we can move that down a little bit there, then I would be considering to add back long into this position if we are going to base out. If not, we get stopped out. This is the same price I got short this morning, but only took it to view out. When I came back to charts, was surprised we retraced the whole move. Yeah, and we very well can. I mean, again, when we're looking back at the chart, this can be very, very easily looked at as a topping area because we have a lot of overhead supply, right? And our try here, again, is just looking for stops to be popped above this area and potentially carry us higher. Maybe here, but most likely here. And we're just looking for that blowout top right there. This is the same, missed that one there. Not even a 10 handle range in ES, maybe one of the smaller ranges of the year. Yeah, we'll see if that opens up once the market opens too, because it being monthly options expiry can change quite a bit here, right? We are coming straight down. Let's see if we can find any kind of bids showing up into these 660s or so. We're at 660 and a half here. We're now interacting with that hourly low. Which traders would not say that they took a trade a while ago after the move? What do you mean? Today is a day you do not want to go in your big size. We don't have a lot of news. Reduce your risk. Might be a little choppy at the opening, or we might have a late move. Well, we can also have the liquidity from MOPEX giving us quite the move as well. Very, very low liquidity down here. Hey, good morning there, Danny. Good morning, the Duke. How you doing? See if we have this perking up at all here. Reclaiming into that 68 area at all. Let's go Rangers. There you go. Do I use Elliott wave theory? I do not. I am not a big proponent of that myself. But if it works for you, by all means, do it. Rose, can I borrow $19? Yes, only if you promise to pay me back. You have to make a promise. I'm looking to see if we reclaim here these 69s. By golly, this liquidity is so spotty here. We should have an injection of liquidity in about 10 minutes here. Is anybody having problems with tops of X charts? My price scale has disappeared. Might want to just reset all your chart settings there. That could be tremendously helpful for you. See if we're reclaiming above these 70s now. Somebody's selling into those 70s, but if we can do a little tickle, then maybe we can. I'm going to add right there, actually. We are getting a little tickle. I should have added sooner, but those are the breaks. See if we can get this follow through right back up. If that was enough liquidity for us to get to the downside there. Still bouncing off that same trend line as well, which was nice. So let's see if we can get that blowout that we're looking for here. Can see how thin this liquidity is still. Tremendously thin. Very, very thin stuff here. Let's see here. Too many hindsight traders in chats just does not help us. Calling your trade so late into profits. Think it's called hindsight trading. Hey, it's okay. It's anybody can say whatever they want to say. It's only if folks are trolling or being disruptive, then they're out of line. But no problem. Somebody wants to mention that they're in a trade later, and that's fine. No big deal. How does Bookmap work? It's a loaded question. And lots of different stuff going on here. But basically, it's a way that you can visualize the liquidity. Inside of candles, you can't really see how much liquidity was taken or pulled inside of that candle. And with Bookmap, you get kind of an X-ray vision into the candle, right? Let's do this. Let's put this right there. Nice. Little fill there. Move my stop up a little bit. You can turn on candle timers if you use interval candles. Yeah, you can do that as well. What indicator is making the lows? That is the hourly high, hourly low indicator. Is everybody enjoying their Friday so far? I know that we have about 1,500 people in here watching. Would love to see more of you clicking that like button so we could run a poll on things. It'd be lovely. Be super duper. Do this. Let's put another order there. And we'll just move the rest of our stop to break even. M2 is up $600. Nice. So this is that precarious area where we need it here and now. We need that blowout here and now. There it is. Little tickle, tickle. Just need it here and now. Here and now. Go on. Do the thing. Remember, if you have a 10-handle move and you enter in to get that 10-handle move, your entry have to be very precise. You will not get 10-handle. He might get up only tree handle, 5-handle, maybe. No idea what you're saying, but hey, more power to you. Love whatever you're saying. Keep it up. Do we have contract rolled over? No, not at all. Oh my God, the amount I say do the thing to my trading chart a day is crazy. Ha, yeah. There's, by the way, that was sort of a draw of liquidity, a big kind of burst of momentum there. I'm actually gonna bring this stop right around there, actually, just to protect any more profit, just because liquidity is kind of low here, and we're not getting that follow through. This is what this looks like on Bookmap, by the way. Big old draw of liquidity. You can see those bubbles are thick up there, right? Big old draw of liquidity. It looks like we're going to get stopped out here on this pullback down and stopped down. So what does that bring us up to? We were at negative $155. Oh, look out, folks. Somebody get an accountant on the line because we are big money over here. Let's go back to Ninja Trader. We are at... Drum roll, please. This is the big one. I can't wait to post all over Twitter about this one. Burge, $24.56. Look out, folks. We're getting a Big Mac today. Amazing, amazing trade there. Incredible. Ribs, can you explain how a draw of liquidity affects price? Sure. So when we're looking at TradingView here, we're holding this line right here, right? We're holding the line. And the same thing goes up here, kind of holding this line. We're kind of auctioning between these two areas. We have agreement in price until we don't. Stops get popped down here. And when stops get popped, it's a two-sided part of a trade, right? Number one is somebody is having a sell stop triggered, and somebody is on the other side of that. So when there's a sell stop, somebody's buying the sell stop. So when we have that liquidity being pushed down, eventually it gets to a point where those bids get thicker and thicker to the downside. And eventually it gets to the point where they can't sell it any lower. And what's interesting is that we almost came down to that point of inflection from Wednesday, right over here. So then we get buyers stepping in and we come back up. Now, because sellers are exhausted, we have buyers starting to get back in control. We drew liquidity down here, and now we have a bunch of liquidity that can carry us higher and eventually get us up here where we had that pops of stops, and all liquidity from down here gets exchanged up here. There's your draw of liquidity lesson. Are you looking at delta volume every day of the week? Right now we are at a negative 8,100 delta. But my delta is going to reset in about an hour from now when the market opens. The top step, $19 will not allow me to use NinjaTrader, so I did not sign up. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, it's, if you don't like Top Step X, it's okay. They're working on the platform. I think it's fantastic. I've used it. I have had no issues with it. But I think the value is amazing, right? The value is amazing. Hey, Ribs, how much time do you have to wait when you pass your first combine to have XFA? It's overnight. So you get the email and it says, congratulations, you passed your trading combine. And then there's a payment link. And each combine that you pass into XFA, regardless of the size, regardless of whether it's 50K, 100K, or 150K, all of them are the same price. It's $149. So they send you a payment link and an agreement, and then you pay for it. Now, there might be on that very first one, there may be an extra step where they ask you for your ID and your information or something like that. Maybe. I don't recall. I got my first XFA back in, June or July. Whenever I started on Top Step, I got it within like a pretty short amount of time. And we do have some Canadian data coming out, by the way, in 2 minutes. Let's see if that moves the market. But, my apologies. I'm not showing this big P&L. I'm sorry. There we go. So when you do pay that, they send you a payment link. It's $149. You pay that. And by the next day, usually for me, what I've noticed is that they usually activate my account around somewhere between 11 and 1 p.m. Eastern time, right? Sometime around that time. And it's overnight, but you have to pay for it as soon as you get that email. They send you the email the same day, right? I passed, but I'm still worried to trade on my XFA. Then trade on a combine. And it's okay to be nervous because it's real money now, right? It's okay to be nervous. It's perfectly fine to be nervous. Trade on a combine until you can get those nerves kind of shaken off. And you'll be fine. And the worst news, here's the thing. This is why I say it's worthwhile to go from, if you have an XFA and you're nervous about it, well, go trade on a combine. Because the worst thing that's going to happen is you pass another combine and you have another XFA. So now you have 2 XFAs. And that should ease the pressure a little bit. You don't have to copy trade. Just trade on one XFA and you'll be fine. If you blow that XFA, hey, you have another XFA. Big deal. And if you don't want to trade that because you're saying, oh, now I only have one XFA. Well, then you just go on over and trade another combine. That's it. You're going to take losing trades. That's trading, right? You're going to take losing trades. It's going to suck, but it's how you manage your emotions through that. That's it. Hey, Rips, any idea when Top Step X will have a mobile app? I don't have a clue. I do not have a clue. Rips, don't show the P&L. People start giving you hearts. I know. It's all good. I was watching Dakota last night, as I always do. If you don't catch Dakota, you're cheating yourself out of some great alpha. He streams on the Top Step YouTube channel every single evening at 9 p.m. Eastern time. And, I've been watching him lately, and I used to think, that, all right, get on the leaderboard, get a high balance, and all of a sudden, all the trolls are going to disappear, right? All the trolls and everybody's concerns and everything will be squelched. And I just came to realize through the constant berating and still just so much pestering that Dakota has to deal with, I just said, you know what's so funny? Doesn't matter what you do. They're always going to move the goalpost. These trolls out there are always going to move the goalpost. And it just made me realize, and I started to have a moment where I just became really, really grateful. I became very, very grateful that we have our mornings to share together here. And we have very few trolls. I always kind of point them out and make fun of them and have fun. But we have such a great group here. We have such a tremendous group. And it just made me very grateful because I got to think about it. And I got to say, just trading together with you folks and our community that we're building here together is worth better than anything that any satisfaction I would ever get from proving the trolls wrong or doing this and that. It's just so much better to be focused on, let's do some quality, educational, entertaining streams together here in our community. Let's all trade together. Let's all trade our hearts out. Let's all try our best. That to me gives me much more satisfaction. And I hope it provides satisfaction to you as well. And it makes you feel grateful that we all get to share these moments together here on the stream. So again, I want to express gratitude for each and every one of you for being in here. It means a lot to me. And I really appreciate, again, sharing our mornings together. This means a lot to me. It really does. And I think that to me that's the prize right there. That's the prize. That's better than anything, right? That's better than anything. We had this conversation yesterday about trading with my wife. She doesn't get any of this stuff. I try to explain to her. She always has the funniest answers where I'm just like, yeah, it's just funny. I don't really care about these trolls anymore, blah, blah, blah. And she's just like, why do you care about these YouTube people? I was like, you don't understand. It's funny. Anyway, we have that Canadian data that just came out. Let's see if there's anything here. By the way, you know what I noticed this morning? There was some news out at 7 o'clock this morning, right? Cleveland Fed's inflation nowcast currently forecasting the May U.S. CPI year over year stable at 3.4%. Their prior read earlier this week was at 3.6%. This is Cleveland's Fed. Isn't that crazy? So they actually lowered it by 20 basis points. So I think that we're going to have like one of two things happen here. And we talked about this a little bit yesterday. I think that we're going to have the Fed either coming out and saying, and this is going to be very crazy for a lot of people. They're going to come out and say, job's done and we did it, because the data is going to suggest that. And given like the real data is never going to be reality, right? The data that comes out is always going to be, you're going to have folks that are either going to be vehemently disagreeing with that data, or maybe somehow we get something that would really bring inflation down or something, right? But I think that we're either going to be in a situation where the data presents us where it says, hey, guess what? Job's done and we've done it. And then we get a surprise rate cut this year, right? Maybe not surprise, but like a rate cut, right? I mean, we already have one, but maybe we get an extra one. We are still pushing up here, by the way. Or they're going to come out and say, and I would think it would be after November, because we have FOMC November 7th, I believe, which is after the 4th, which is right after the election. Let's see. I'm curious. It is on, I want to say the 7th, looking at the schedule now. 7th. Okay, I'm not crazy. November 7th. And then we'll have that rate hike. I'd be pretty shocked if we have nothing happen in the way of rates this year, although that is a high probability. I think it's one or the other. I think one is that we get a surprise rate cut sometime. Maybe it's going to be in the summer, maybe. But the way that I'm seeing, like, I don't know, am I crazy? But is anybody else seeing this, that we're starting to see the data really cooling off? Not agreeing with it, right? I'm not saying that this is what's happening in reality, but I'm starting to see a theme starting to show up with this data where, oh, it's cooling down. Oh, soft landings here. Oh, that kind of thing. I mean, the market's rallying and it's going crazy. And I don't think that, that's not really indicative of the real economy. And the Fed is trying to say, oh, we're changing rates around the real economy. But I just feel like when I have headlines like this, Cleveland Fed's inflation nowcast, currently forecasting May U.S. CPI year over year stable at 3.4%. The prior read earlier this week was 3.6%. You're starting to see a shift in this data. If this theme continues, I'm going to keep shouting it from the mountaintops and pounding the table here. But I feel like they might be doing something here. They might be doing something where, I mean, what would happen to the housing market, by the way, if they lower rates? What do you think would happen? Our price is going to go up or down. Here's the thing. I think that they could lower rates and then we get jacked inflation. Like crazy inflation, like inflation you thought it was bad now. I think we could see insane inflation. Now, any of this can happen. And again, this is why I always talk about, this is like my favorite Netflix show on earth, right? The economy, watching the Fed, trading, all of this stuff. This is why it's so exciting to me, because I don't know. I mean, I'm obsessed with this stuff. I love thinking about it, and it's just fun to think about. I mean, obviously, you don't want people to be out of work. You don't want people to be in precarious financial situations. You don't want people to be struggling, obviously, right? But from the other aspect of just being an observer of the economy, it's an entertaining show to be a part of, right? So, yeah, I believe the rent tick was down and housing starts were down. Let's actually go over the day. I did take some notes from yesterday here. So let's talk about housing starts. So housing starts rose 5.7% in April to 1.36 million, which was below the expectation of 1.42 million. The prior data was revised down to 1.287 million. Building permits fell to 3%. They fell 3% to 1.44 million, and they revised the prior read up. But expectations were initially going to be 1.467 million. So 1.44 million came in lower than expectations. So falling 3%, not too shabby, right? Building permits are definitely more of a forward-looking indicator of the housing market. So seeing the building permits fall is a good, again, this is decent data for the Fed. Oxford Economics put out a note, and they said that they expect housing starts to rise slightly in the second half of the year, because they expect rates to be easing, right? We're seeing mortgage rates dropping a little bit. And we are seeing a weaker pace of starts now here in Q2 than we have seen in Q1. Keep in mind, we're almost at the second half of the year. We're almost at second half here. By the way, we really are getting that breakout. We were just a little bit too early, and we just got shooken. We got shooken out of the position. But hey, at least we can take that $24 to the bank here. So we did have the housing starts yesterday, but the big data point yesterday, the big one, what was it? Well, it was the jobless claims. Jobless claims yesterday were the big one. Jobless claims were at 232,000 for the prior week. They came in this time at 222,000, which was pretty close to the 220,000 forecast. I got smoked on this print. If you're watching yesterday, I got smoked on that print. I got suckered into it. I was just thinking in my head, this market is just looking for a reason to rally. If it comes in any amount hotter, even 221, I would have done the same play. But I took it and I ended up buying the top, and it was a sweep of liquidity, and I was too early to the move. But then, as you saw, the market, this was, let me just show you on the chart. This is where I bought, right here. Right there. That's where I bought. And then I bought here and here and here. And then finally, regained some composure, and I bought here, and then we took it somewhere up, maybe here-ish, right? But I thought the market was going to go up, but I was wrong. It went up temporarily, and then we cratered on down, and now here we are again, wrestling for that reclaim. This trend line I've kept on my chart because it's actually been working so well, and you can see it's actually respected here, and we're holding this trend right now, but so jobless claims, the 4-week average increased to 217,000 from 215,000. So again, jobless claims up. Remember, jobless claims. It's not job yes claims. It's not people in work. This is people out of work. So the Fed is actually looking for people to be out of work. You have to remember that. The unadjusted data told 197,000, which was a decrease from the prior week. So I think that was one of the reasons why the print was considered weak. The continued claims increased, which was good. And the initial claims were unexpected to increase the prior week. So I think that this kind of lag was kind of what gave the print not a lot of juice to the upside until later. We had a note out from Pantheon Macroeconomics. They suggested that the rise in claims may indicate a trend, but they need more data for confirmation. So again, if we would have seen this like at 250,000, 240,000, anything above 232, which was the prior week, I think that we would have seen the market really rip and rally. And I'm talking like we would have gone from here, which is right here was where the print came out. We would have went right to here and then probably carried it if we were at like a 250K print. That's what I think, at least. They did say that the trend right now is aligning with the layoffs that we've seen. I think Google had a report out saying that there's a lot of people right now Googling for, quote, claim benefits, which is generally what we see when people are filing for jobless claims, right? So seeing an uptick in Google searches for that. You have to understand all of this data is all out there. And this is why it's good to pay attention to this stuff, like Pantheon, macroeconomics, you have Oxford economics. They put out these great reports. They're worth reading. On top of all that data yesterday, we did have the Fed speak yesterday. We do have some Fed speak today. Again, we have Waller speaking at 10:15. And then, after the bell, we have Kugler. But Kugler's commentary is going to be important for Sunday Globex and, of course, Monday's New York Open, right? So Williams, he's the New York Fed president. He did say that the April CPI was, quote, a positive development. Again, are you noticing the tone shift, right? Yeah, Kugler's tomorrow if you're not in the U.S., right? Unless I'm completely wrong here. Let me just triple check. Check my trusty schedule here. Hold on. No, Jerome Powell's tomorrow. I have Jerome Powell tomorrow, not Kugler. Maybe I'm wrong. Kugler's tomorrow? Okay, well, I'm wrong then. We have Mary Daly as well at noon 15 today. But I think Powell's definitely tomorrow. There's going to be a Facebook webcast, facebook.com/Georgetown University. Jerome's on Sunday. I have him on Saturday. Okay, we're all on different schedules here. Really weird. Okay, well then, hey, I'm completely wrong. All right. I have this way off. For some reason, they have him in my schedule right now that they just updated this morning, they have him at the Georgetown Law Commencement Ceremony, Saturday, 5/18. Hey, I'm happy to be wrong about that. Okay, let's talk about yesterday. Like I said, Fed's Williams saying CPI, April CPI, positive development, quote unquote. Inflation outlook that he has, optimistic that inflation is going to continue to retreat, but he lacks the confidence it will sustainably move to 2%. So 2%, that's going to be that moving target again. I just don't know when they think 2% is going to happen, but hey, whatever. The rate policy, he said no need for a near-term rate cut or hike. Policy is restrictive and well-positioned. So I think that's kind of the hawkish side of him coming back in there. He did say for the balance sheet, they changed to aim their limit to market. They want to limit their market impact because the balance sheet is still, it's having an effect when they talk about their balance sheet. And you can argue that by tapering their QT, by tapering their QT, it's a form of QE, I guess you could argue. But they did say that their balance sheet is modestly impacting yields right now, and they just kind of want that to stop. He doesn't see any financial market risk right now. He did say that the jobs market is tight, but excesses are waning. Hopes for job market balance without significant unemployment is what he's hoping for. He expects unemployment to hit 4% this year. And the economy right now, by his terms, is moving into a better balance. So he is one of those folks that is sitting here and kind of sitting and saying, let's just chill. Let's just chill, right? We had Barkin also yesterday. He was speaking. He is a 2024 voter. He did say that companies still find no issue right now in raising prices, particularly in services. However, Walmart, I believe, reported yesterday, and they said that they are lowering their prices to adapt to today's consumers. So it kind of is completely opposite of what Barkin is talking about here, right? Because he's saying in the services industry, I understand Walmart is not services, but he is saying that companies still are finding no issue right now in raising their prices. But that's in the services side of things. So take that as you will. But I thought it was interesting that specifically on the Walmart earnings call, they were talking about how they are adapting to today's consumer. Boy, I should have just held on to my trade. They're adapting to today's consumer by lowering prices. So I thought that was interesting. On consumers, he did say that latest retail sales data indicates, quote, good but not great consumer spending, right? Walmart is lying. They will increase prices. Hey, you never know. Ribs, I got to hop over to my W2 for a bit to train some knuckleheads. I'll be back after class. Thanks again. Thanks, Dwayne. We'll see you when you get back. Have a great Friday and a great weekend if we don't see you. He did say that for inflation, again, this is Barkin still. CPI is not yet at the target, but he believes it's going to take some more time for inflation to decrease. Is it true that gas prices and food prices are not included in inflation? It depends. We have X food, X energy, right, on a read. There's also a read that has that, right? It's called X food, X energy is what you're thinking of, Strictly Trade Biz. So they have that print separate from the regular print. Let's see here. Rate duration. Barking on his rate duration says, the question remains on how long rates need to be held to achieve desired inflation impact. So again, not talking about increasing rates. Talking about everybody's doing the hold thing now. Oh, we're holding. We're patient. We can wait. Let's wait on data. La, 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 you know. His long-term view. Inflation control is a longer-term issue beyond immediate market reaction. So a whole lot of nothing out of Barkin, and I think I can disagree with a couple of his points, namely on the consumer spending, inflation, his rate duration. I mean, it's all just kind of middle of the road stuff. So nothing really to gain there from Barkin. And again, he is a voter. Now, Loretta Mester, the final one I want to talk about. She spoke yesterday. She is a 2024 voter, but this is going to be her last year as a voter. So is she going to go out with a bang? Let's see. Her commentary, her policy stance, she said current stance will help lower inflation and the policy is well positioned. So, hey, good news for Mester, right? She did say that her inflation confidence right now, she's saying that it will take longer to be confident in inflation moving towards 2%. She did say that she welcomed the recent CPI data as a sign of cooling inflation. Now, this is going to be, again, we talk about this, but that CPI print that we got, that's going to be it until the next FOMC. And the next FOMC is going to be next month. It's not at the start of the month. It's in the middle of the month. It's on the 12th, right? And then we get the next one July 31st. But we don't have any big prints until June 12th. We don't have another CPI. So this is where I keep begging that question is, what is going to happen is, are we going to drift from here? Is it going to keep rallying? It's a really interesting situation to be in here. And this is why I'm paying attention to, where equities are trading, right? So like Apple being pumped up here. We talked about this, I don't know, 3 months ago where Apple was trading 190s. I said, I want to see Apple 195s and 200s. If we get Apple above 195s and 200s, that's going to bring investor confidence. If we get Microsoft back into those 450s, 475s, that's investor confidence. That can carry the market. That can carry the NQ. Right? So those are the things we want to be looking for. So she also said, this is Mester still, her risk assessment right now is she's saying that inflation risks have increased, but holding policy in place carries little risk right now because the economy is so strong. I can agree with that. Her assessment on the economic conditions right now, she's expecting that we have a gradual progress on lowering inflation. Surprise, surprise. She's saying that there are some downside risks to growth and hiring, but they have decreased. The labor market conditions right now are still very, very strong. And that, I think, is kind of on the heels of that jobless claims report that we had yesterday. She does notice that there's a significant change in economic activity before this next FOMC meeting, and it has strengthened more than anticipated. So maybe that's a little preview into what they're seeing right now. Because remember, there's no big meaningful data that's going to be coming out before this June meeting. We may have a couple little nuggets. Obviously, we're going to get jobless claims next week and the week after. But is it going to be insane and carry us? And probably not, right? That CPI print was a doozy. It was amazing. It was a very great trading environment if you caught that. I didn't catch it for what I would have liked to, but I still made some money on it, right? I saw some folks in here that made some decent coin on it. I see Ross and Sykes are back to their old antics. Oh my. Can you take a look at crude right now? Breakout or reversal coming up. Let's see. Yeah, we do have the PCE coming out, right? PCE. But again, PCE doesn't carry the weight of CPI, right? CPI is the inflation rate. PCE is going to be fine, but it's not a huge one. It's still, right, like we still get prints, but we don't have another CPI. We would have loved to have another CPI, right? But PC, yeah, we're gonna have a PC print. But I mean, it's like not a big. I don't expect that to be like a 200 or 300 point day on that. Do you know what I mean? Right? Yeah, we get the FOMC meeting minutes next week, but I don't expect any surprises there. Everything was, I mean, Jerome, again, laid it all out in the press conference. I don't think there's anything in the meeting minutes that we're going to find and say, wow, they didn't mention that at all. Or, wow, what a surprise, right? Yes, the Fed does look at PCE, but there's ratings on things, right? So if you're going to say of importance, CPI would be ranking at a 10, PCE is about a 4, right? PCE is the biggest report that the Fed looks at per Powell. I disagree. CPI is what they look at more, in my opinion. I've never heard Powell say that, we want to be looking at personal consumption. I would have to hear a clip on that, Silver's on a blast. All right, let's look at crude first. He may have said, the upcoming PCE report could be important way back in some single instance, but no, CPI is the one they're looking at. Here's crude. We almost bounced directly at our level here of 78.55. Powell said PC was the main number. I don't know about that. I gotta, I have to see that. 2 meetings ago? Yeah, maybe it was 2 meetings ago. Yeah. Yeah, I would be very curious because that would be maybe it was very specific for the most recent meeting, but yeah, I haven't seen them say that there. Crude is because of Canadian news. Very good. Just looking here across the board. Any of the other news that came out this morning? International securities transactions were higher. The prior were revised higher. There you go. What used to be nice is when the markets was based on price action. Now it's always searching for some news for direction. I guess maybe we need to get off my front porch and quit complaining. Remember when fundamentals used to mean something? CPI is a lagging indicator, yes, it is. PPI can be considered not a lagging indicator, but yeah. Yeah, PCE has been a main instigator again, but it's not as high ranking as CPI. I just don't think it's going to have as high impact. If we get a 300 point day, I will come out and say, hey, look, I was completely wrong. And I'm happy to be wrong, but I just don't think PCE is going to be bringing us a big old day there, personally. We do have NVIDIA earnings, right? Let's not count NVIDIA earnings out. Is that next week already? 22nd, right? If I'm not mistaken. Is it the 22nd that comes out? Somebody can correct me on that. But is it 22nd? Is NVIDIA? NVIDIA is going to be interesting, right? 22nd. Okay, cool. So that's next Wednesday. So NVIDIA earnings are kind of what will carry us until we have PC. But again, PC, I don't expect us to be, a big deal. Ribs, I used to rely solely on technicals. Where do you recommend one finds knowledge on fundamentals? Don't, because fundamentals don't matter anymore. Fundamentals aren't a thing anymore. PPI is often a leader for CPI. So last month's PPI and this month's CPI often move similarly, not 100% because of the services component. That is true. Yeah, NVIDIA earnings could be an interesting trade. I would like for them to report right after the bell so that there's a chance that we could trade it on top step. That'd be nice. Do you watch the London session? High, low for ranges, same for previous day? Yes, of course. Put that way, I would agree. CPI impact on the market is more than PC. Yeah, that's where I'm going with that. Yeah. I mean, and again, we can all have a disagreement on that, but as far as I know, the Fed is looking more so at CPI than PC. As far as I know, this is my way of looking at things, but yeah. So we are about 5 minutes here from the top of the hour. 5 minutes from the top of the hour here. We only have 547 likes. Let's get those likes up. But let's run a poll here. Yeah, find the article. I'm curious, Travis. I'm not disagreeing with you. I just would like to see that there. Let's see here. Will the NQ end the day above or below? Let's do 18,680 since we're here and now. There we go. Vote away, folks. Vote away. Let's see. My trades on the ES only go for 8 ticks and sometimes just 4 ticks. Well, maybe your stop is a little bit too tight there. Markets many times dip after a positive print and rally after a negative one. Sometimes they react positively immediately. Is that an initial move to grab liquidity? Yes. Yes, usually. Almost always. Up $1.12. We're almost tied there, Shannon. We are almost tied there. Next week, we do have every Fed speaker on the mic. Rockstars, can't wait. Gonna be a lot of fun. Poll, why not press the like button? Hey, it's a good question. We have 2,100 folks here watching. If you're not subscribed to the stream already, would appreciate the subscribe as well. Was it the same as yesterday's poll? Was it 680 as well? Sounds familiar, right? Maybe it was. Let's see. Yeah, it could have been, right? Powell said he believes the Fed's preferred inflation gauge, the personal consumption expenditures, excluding volatile food and gas, will be little change for March over February. Now, that could have been, yeah. Again, I'm not trying to beat a dead horse or anything, but I think that might have been exclusive for that certain time in the report. But again, I could be absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong. P&L yesterday, what did we end with? Like 2.9 in the red, something like that. Or wait, did we make money? What happened when we went into Discord here? What did we end up at? Like 2.9 in the red, right? Something like that. Rips, are we staying in the same range as yesterday? Well, you know, I'd like to see the options MOPEX bring us into somewhere different, but yeah, I wish I would have been able to hold on to the trade idea that I had. Ended up getting shaken out. But yeah, we are scooting and rallying here. I've been following PCE since 2022 because Powell said it was a preferred number to determine the spread of inflation. Well, interesting. I'm happy to raise my white flag. I'm completely wrong about this one then. Completely wrong. Ribs, in my opinion, CPI has more weight because consumers are the workhorse of the economy. Producers are the riders of the workhorse. Without consumers, the producers will not make money. Potentially, yes. Check a silver for a scalp. By the way, where did we get out of this trade? Look at this. We got taken out down there. All right, let's see. Silver futures are scooting up here. Look at this. Going on up. Yesterday, you were hard-headed. You kept wanting to buy something that was going down and down. Yeah, I know. I was there for it, too. Now that we made highs in May, maybe sell in May and go away is in effect. I mean, we're in a different economy, in my opinion. If liquidity dries up, potentially, yeah, sure. But, yeah, definitely. You know, we could see that. But sometimes those things are right. Sometimes they're wrong. We've seen years where we go without a Santa rally. We've seen all sorts of things happen there. CPI is extra weight because that's the number that the media follows, kind of like reporting the Dow. And hey, there you go. Rips, I had a red day yesterday. How do you overcome feeling so bad? Trade on a practice account or don't trade at all. Just let it go. Let it go, right? Let it go. Rips, when looking at the bubbles on your book map, do the mostly green bubbles indicate selling pressure and the red indicate buying? So green is overhead supply. Red is underlying bid support. So in that sense, yes. But you could flip the colors of them if you want. I've had my colors that way for a while, which is funny because on my dome, they're opposite, right? Above is red, below is blue. So yeah. Mine's all wacky. Well, let's get those likes up, folks. I'm going to take a quick little restroom break. We hit that 9 a.m. liquidity injection. Nothing really happened. So be right back with you. Grab a nice little extra Celsius too. Make sure you're slamming that lucky like button. And we'll be right back here. And make sure you're voting on that poll. Right now we're at a 50-50. Come on now. Let's get that poll voted on. We are back, and the market's coming back down. Look at that. Was that a bathroom flush? Was that a little bit of a bathroom flush? Holy smokes, look at that. Nothing better than a fresh Celsius right there. You know what? I wanted to check one thing here. Let's see. Where's the Cool's light? It's not here yet. I don't think it's Blue Mountain time just yet. Well, we are coming down here. We are absolutely coming down. Let me switch over to the charts here. Get NQ back on the chart. A big old nasty rejection. Where would I like to see this thing scooting a rally to? I mean, probably right about thusly. Oh, that's not the right tool. Come on now. Right there. Somewhere about there. That's where I'd really like to see this thing sweeping that liquidity. And if we were to make it even higher, somewhere about there. And if we're looking for the low side, well, that one's easy. We're looking for this guy right there. And that one there. Okay. So those are the areas of liquidity that I'm looking for the approach today. Maybe we do a nice slower trade today. Nice relaxing Friday. I say that, and then we get the hotkeys in the lap, and then it's like, uh-oh, look out. Always done the turtle. Anybody have any trades on right now? I'm curious. Anybody has any trades on here? Look at this poll, by the way. Oh, wait, no. Well, 49% say above. I thought it was 50-50. 49% say above, 29% say below. Interesting. Let's get those votes in, folks. We'll do the first giveaway, by the way, when the votes hit 1,100. That's when we'll do the first giveaway. Are the red lines pivot points? Yes, DK. Yes, indeed. Areas of where the market has pivoted and drawn liquidity from. So yes, you are correct on that. Long but bad, Phil. Good luck to you, Techneasy. Long platinum. Good luck to you, Claire. Long on gold. Good luck, Artie. We have some lot of trades, a lot of active trades on right now. Are you folks seeing any liquidity in the other markets right now? Because NQ is leaving quite a bit to be desired here. Are we seeing in the energies or metals, is there nice liquidity, or is it pretty low across the board right now still? How do you get the hotkeys for Top Step X? They're in the Clubhouse right now, but that shouldn't be the reason why you joined, right? You're welcome to check it out for the 7-day trial for $7, but that should not be the reason why you're coming in and joining. It should be, if you're looking for a community, you want to be part of a fun community there. Short now, good luck to you. On Nazi, I think. Let me see if I'm reading this right. Oh, there you go. Very nice. Good luck to you. Arbob, Platinum and Crude. Nice, Claire. Very active this morning. Love that. Very, very nice. You know what I'd hate to have today is a range-bound day. I mean, we can hold out for that initial Fed speaker, but I'd hate to have a range-bound day. What I'd really love to see more than anything would be clear exhaustion at these levels here. Oh, I got to turn off the magnet. This is where things get kooky. I'd love to see some clear exhaustion up here because then we can start to barrel, and that'd be nice. this type of, I would be happy if we had this type of movement today. That'd be about that big of a move. So back down to here, draw back down to 577. I'd love to see that. I think that'd be the easiest move to play today. I think the move to the upside, unless we have a squeeze in options, is going to be the hardest play today. So I'd love to see this market roll over personally, even though, I love when markets go up. I just like movement. I love when markets move. Shorted gold, 2402 spot 8. Good luck to you, dude. 200 roll sounds great, right? Wouldn't that be nice? Just a nice little 100 roll. Give us something that we can smack around, right? Give us some nice price action that we can just get a nice order in there, let it wiggle around a little bit, and then take it off, and then call it a Friday. That's what I'd like to see. You're short. Very nice, Lenny. Good luck to you. Hopefully it plays out. Oops. Still got my drawing tool selected. But yeah, by golly. I mean, that looks like the easiest trade right there. It's looking good to the short side, but you got some stubborn bidders down here that we're going to have to get through. So we might just be waiting for the market to open there. Where would you short silver? I mean, that's a good question. I'm not a big metals trader myself. I traded gold for a little bit, but I don't have a lot of experience in that under my belt here. Am I holding a position? No. So one of the ways, if you're ever coming into the stream, if you ever want to know whether I'm not in a position, right here above my head is going to show you my active positions. So right here where it says flat, if I am in a position and I'm in a long position, it will show green. And then the number is going to show you how many contracts I have. And then the entry is going to show you what my average price is. If you see a red number where it says flat, that means I'm short. So the next time you come in here and you're curious if I'm in a position, easiest way to know if I'm not showing it up on the screen, which usually 99% of the time I am, you just look right above my head. And if it says flat, I'm not in a position. Would the market makers want the price to come down before MOPEX get some people out of the money? I mean, it very well could be, right? It very well could be, but we just haven't... you have this thing that's also called max pain, where people lose on both sides. Maximum pain, right? And right now, when we're seeing the S&P, I mean, let's go to the S&P. Look at what we're seeing in the S&P here. That to me is just like, this is gross. No range, just making a megaphone. That's max pain right there. So if we have that for the rest of the day, that'd be a disappointing Friday. That wouldn't be any fun. I wouldn't enjoy that. But we could have that. That's something that we could have. Over 3 million in SPY and over 1 million triple Qs, all expiring today, right? Yeah. Where does it say what coin this is? Right here. This is NASDAQ futures. NASDAQ 100 E-mini futures. Tells you right there. Beware of silver. It's a little sister of the real Widowmaker Natty Gas. Yeah, I'm just... you know who's a very talented energy trader is Deanna. If you've ever seen her on Top Step TV, she's a very talented energies trader. I'm not one of those people. I'm not a talented energy trader. I may not be a talented anything trader, according to some people out there, but I like trading my index futures. I like trading the S&P. I like trading the NQ. I specifically have a soft spot in my heart for the NQ. I like trading SPX and SPY options. Triple Q options leave a lot to be desired because lower liquidity. NDX, it's like no liquidity. NDX options. They're not fun to trade. They can smoke you real quick. Talented energy drinker. Hey, give it up for Coach DBA. Good to see you, Coach. Welcome on in here. Wait, is that really you? You don't have any? No, that's not the real Coach DBA. That's a fake one. You're not a real Coach DBA. Get out of here. We have a phony in here. No, it's not him. It's not the real Coach Dakota. Nice picture, though. You had me for about 30 seconds. Are you on Top Step TV today? I'll be on Tuesday, and I'm going to be with my buddy, Coach Dakota. Not the fake one in YouTube chat here. What happens when you blow XFA? Do you pay $149 again? No. You've been found out. Oh, that's funny. Fake Coach Dakota. That's funny. I mean, Coach Dakota's been doing really, really well this week. He made, what, $12,500 yesterday. How do you trade 10 accounts with Top Step? I mean, you can trade 10 combines. You certainly can't trade 10 XFAs. You can trade 10 combines. Coach Dakota will be on Fast Markets today. That is correct. Maybe that's where he is right now. Getting ready for Fast Markets. I think this is a silver squeeze people were talking about. What, the one that people have been talking about for like the last 5 years? Nick Dolby answered the first time I asked on Top Step Livestream, thanks anyway. Does anyone know, is the 60% and the 20% discount code recurring, or is it just a first month discount? It's forever. Forever and ever and ever and ever. Even with 10 combines, you can only have 3 accounts of XFA, right? Yes. But you can stack as many XFA passed on the bench as you want, as long as you pay for them. If you do not pay for them within 30 days, they will expire. And I learned that the hard way a few months ago. Getting ready to start a short position on gold. Good luck there, Noah. I like it when you're on Fast Markets with Dakota. Good news for you, Sherry. Dakota and I are exclusively going to be on Fast Markets moving forward on Tuesdays now, together, every single time. So I'm excited about that. I'm super excited about that. Look at where the NQ bounced, by the way. Oh, geez. Those stubborn bids. We might just have to be patient here off the open. Let's see if there's anything on the hourly. Is there literally anything? I don't think there is. There's your takeout candle for a long on the hourly. Takeout candle on the hourly there. Very clean liquidity on the way back up. Choppy back and forth. So nothing really doing there. Nothing up here. Yeah, it's just... most of the stuff is down here. You know, down in here. We encroached on that though. Down in like here. Yeah. That's why I'm favoring the downside today. But if we get back up into this level here, that would be presenting us with a really nice short opportunity too. If we got back up in this area and it just started, buyers got exhausted, easy short. That's what I'd love to see, but will it happen? We'll have to see. Gold is going parabolic. Let's see. Everybody's talking about gold. Holy. Hey, there's our level. 2407 spot 6. How about that? Go, gold, go. Reject exactly at that level. What's the high? 2407 spot 6. Can't make it up, can you? Look at that. Say, look at gold. You can't make it up, I tell you. You can't make it up, folks. Look at that. Go down to 1 minute. Hey. Oh, it did wick above, didn't it? Nope, it didn't. That's the high. Oh, we got him again. Ha ha, we got him again. Yahtzee. I don't even trade the dang thing. I just give the levels out. We have real Coach Dakota. Oh my gosh. That is so funny. That is so funny. Real Coach Dakota. Ribs, is it possible to bring it together if you have 350 XFAs to make it? No. You can never do that. No. You cannot. Unfortunate, I know, but nope. What you trade is what you get. And that's that. That's how it works. Coach DBA, that's not really you. That's not really you. Let's see. You don't have any chat history. If it's really you, say something in the Discord chat. That's how I'm gonna know if it's really you. Say something in the Discord chat right now. That's how you can prove that you're real. Watch, he's gonna say something. I dare you, fake Coach DBA. No, is it really you? No, I see him typing now. Dang it. It's really you. It's the real Coach DBA. Oh my gosh. How come you don't have any chat history in here? What the heck? What the heck is going on? How do you have no chat history in here? Okay. Hey, what's up to Coach Dakota? That's really him. Coach DBA, that's really you. You're too funny. Am I expecting a choppy day today? Well, it's going to be choppy if the options market makes it that way. If we do have, it's going to be either choppy or very, very explosive. And we'll know pretty soon here. That's hilarious. It's actually him. Sorry, I didn't. For some reason, you don't have any chat history in the YouTube channel. And that's why I thought it was fake. That's too funny. Make Dakota a moderator. That's what I should do, you know, now that I think about it. There we go. Now you're a moderator. Now you're if you say something now, you should have a blue text in your name there. It's because Coach Dakota's. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, now we always know. Now we always know. There we are. Perfect. Wonderful. Love it. All right, markets are opening here in 12 minutes. He has a burner computer. That's funny. How many Coach DBA accounts do you have? No more lurking incognito. You've been using multiple accounts, haven't you? Is your bubble chart similar to a visible volume profile? Similar, sure. We have a volume profile on that thing right here. Right there. There's your volume profile right there. So it's similar in that sense, but I can see all of the liquidity contracted inside the candles, which is why I love it. This is why I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love Bookmap. By the way, we are going to be doing some exciting Bookmap webinars here on the YouTube channel. Maybe one on the YouTube channel, but we're going to be doing some more advanced ones here in the Clubhouse with the creators of Bookmap, the staff of Bookmap, the folks who make Bookmap do the thing. How do you handle rolling over 100 points on NQ? I keep making good trades, but giving them right back. Tighten up your risk. Tighten up your downside risk. That's what I'd say. Yes, Bruce. Correct. That is right. Bruce Pringle going to be joining us. It's going to be amazing. It's great you found a trading buddy, Coach T. I think we all need one. Yeah, 100%. So I'm going to be, this weekend, I'm going to be making that channel here for finding a trading buddy. It's going to be crude. And I mean, I've been trying so hard to find a way that we could automate it or have something better with a chat bot. But, you know, we're just going to have a thing that says trading buddies. And that's where you can link up and find a trading buddy. Maybe like I wanted to have like a ticketing system and stuff like that. But yeah. Ribs, how many 50K accounts can I pass and use at the same time? Three. You can use 3 of any size. But that's total. So you could use one 50K and 2 150Ks. You could use one 150K and one 100K and one 50K. You know? Crypto Monster says, careful about low liquidity Friday, folks. Yes, indeed. It is almost June, believe it or not. Halfway through May already. Oh, my. Hey, when my comments get skipped, it's like my childhood history getting talking to my parents. What did I miss, DC? Where did I miss you? Let me see. Rips, what would it take for me to hang out with you and Coach DPA? Well, we're going to be in Vegas this fall. Come on down. Hang out in Vegas. We're going to be in Las Vegas. Be nice if Bookmap would be web-based. Guess what, Jeff? You are in luck, my friend. They're coming out with that. Don't tell anybody. There's only 2,000 of us in here, so don't tell anybody. What do I play in Vegas, Ribs? Baccarat. That's my game, but Blackjack is also fun. If we have a fun group, we'll throw some dice around, do some craps, but Bach is my game. I love Baccarat. You meet some very interesting people playing Baccarat. Almost halfway through May. Heck, we're almost halfway through the year already. I swear the older I get, the faster the years fly by. It is true, Kenny. It's because of time dilation, because when you are 1 year old, 1 year of your life is 100%. And when you're 40 or 50 years old, 1 year is 1/40th or 1/50th of your life, right? Time dilation is a real thing. James Bond game? Oh, yeah, Baccarat, yeah. Rips, you put your monthly earnings on black and then take a month. Yeah, there you go. It's the secret. Thanks for depressing me, Rips. Yeah, the older we get, the faster time flies by. What days am I on Top Step TV? Tuesdays. Tuesday. Has MP given an accurate date for Top Step in Las Vegas? No, he has not yet. But we'll figure it out. I have to cancel my... I had booked a reservation out there. I have to cancel that. I keep forgetting to cancel it. Baccarat is the name of the hottest club in Bangkok. I didn't know that. That's interesting. The years start coming and they don't stop coming. What's the next line? Hit me with it, Kyle. Come on now. Hey, y'all, go to Tops of X and upvote heat maps so they can put it at the top of the list. There you go. What day is he going to be in Vegas? We don't know yet, but this fall. I know, rip Steve Harwell, right? Something about running. Back to the street and you hit the ground running. There you go. Nice. Do you bend your cards when you play Baccarat? Not only do I bend them, but sometimes I rip them. I'm that guy. Yeah, I like bending the cards. I do. There's some satisfaction in that. I like the folks that you meet more than anything. That's the number one thing about Baccarat is the people that you meet. I don't drink anymore, so it was Vegas is a very different place for me now. Yeah, Baccarat was a great thing to do because you get all liquored up, meet some nice people, maybe you smoke on something. I don't know. Pai Gow, never been a big fan of Pai Gow, but they play it in a lot of card rooms. Slamming the dice on the table. I'm not a big Pai Gow guy. The lead singer Smash Mouth. Yep, I know. Rest in peace, Steve Harwell. I don't drink either. Pass me a Blue Mountain. Yeah, that's the only thing we stick to now. I'm very superstitious when it comes to blackjack and baccarat and gambling in general. I'm extremely superstitious. Very, very much so. I mean, I've gone on insane runs in baccarat, but that's a whole different thing. Insane, right? It's insane to be superstitious, I know. There's some good stories back in Rip's history. Yeah, maybe we'll tell them out in Vegas. We'll have some story time. I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious. Isn't that Mitch Hedberg? Isn't that his joke? That's right. Isn't that Mitch Hedberg? It's got to be, right? That sounds like Mitch Hedberg. Brilliant comedian, by the way. It sounds like Mitch. It's Michael Scott? Oh, come on. That sounds like a Mitch Hedberg joke for me. Michael Scott from The Office. That's hilarious. Great. One of the greatest shows there. By the way, there's the short. Holy smokes. Market's not waiting for anybody here. 925 injection of liquidity. They said, sell it. All the equities are rolling here. But we're going to try to trade it slow today. We're going to try to not have hungry eyes. I do like that trend line break. I like everything about this short right now. So if you're in the short. Yeah, Mitch was very much one of a kind. Just, well, not one of a kind, but, yes, one of a kind. I'll say it. Are the red dashes, your levels are separate. They are not my levels. We drew them this morning. They're not the MC levels, but we drew them this morning where we were looking at pivot areas or areas of liquidity where the market's likely to pivot around. Just got locked out of all of the MC Discord channels. How come? What do you mean? What's your Discord name? Should my sub last through to today? I don't know. I have no idea. It's a 24-hour thing. Nuggets. Let's see. Let's pull you up here. Let me see. You canceled and your sub expired today. So it's a 24-hour thing. So if you signed up like whenever it was, whatever date, whatever time you signed up, it's to the minute, It's one of those things to the minute. It's not awkward. It's a legitimate question. How's a 7-day trial work if you start today or tomorrow? When is a rebill? Moving next week and won't be trading? Well, come on back when you're done. Also, if you ever need to put your membership on hold, you can always reach out to me. I have no problem putting membership on hold or anything like that. NQ bounce, 24-hour VWAP, but ES is breaking below. Yeah, ES, if we roll here, it can be tremendously strong in a roll here. So I canceled for next week, but I thought it would last this whole week. I see what you're saying. You're on weekly, but yeah. You should get on monthly. It's way cheaper. Way cheaper that way. Hey, Rips, a little late to the stream, but I'm here now. Hey, what's up, Skyler? Here, tell you what, Nuggets. I'll put you back in. I'm going to put you back in here. Where's the thing? All right, you're back in. There you go. But I got to take it off, you know. Got to be fair to everybody else. I'll take it off at the end of the day, but you're back in. There you go. Oh, you folks. No, you're fine. But you're back in. You should be back in. Should be all lit back up again there. Wow, we bounced right on the VWAP there. By golly. Makes a tremendously difficult trade here. We have about 90 seconds to the open here. About 90 seconds. I like to watch you first before some other traders. Oh, hey, thanks for being here. C chairs or C shutties. Up $24. Come on, let's go. Yeah, you know, taking it slow today. Let's see if we can increase that number a little bit here. Let's see. Try our bestest, right? See what we can do over here. Patience on open. I agree with you. How much is the monthly membership? It depends. We do 75 a week, 175 a month, or 500 per quarter. There's also a half yearly option or a yearly option. I got to check, but the longer time that you buy, the shorter or the smaller it costs. Cheaper it is. The sound just go off? What sound? All right, 5 seconds, folks. Let's see what we can do here. 5 seconds. Let's jam. Let's make like Smuckers and jam. Ooh, that looks heavy. Whoa, that is spotty liquidity. My goodness gracious. That is some spotty liquidity here. Good golly, Miss Molly. That is some very shoddy, spotty liquidity here. Is the sound still here? Can everybody still hear? Are we good? Okay, cool. Alrighty, let's see what shakes out here. Got my hotkeys here in my lap. I would like to see the price action failing, a higher auction here to go short if that's what we can do. Nvidia is looking to roll over a little bit here, but bouncing. Apple's bouncing. On the low side, we have Meta and Microsoft and Google. S&Ps are bouncing at the VWAP. Oh my goodness, look at how choppy this opening is, folks. Let's see if we can add into any shorts here under 660. Hide the total P&L. There we go. Would love to see us weak below 660s here. That's what I'm looking for. Nice little weakness below 660s to carry us down the mountainside. S&P's little bounce, but I need to see it weak. I need to see S&P's weak below 52.25. Those are my numbers here. Week below 52.25. Okay, there's that 660 push. I'm going to add one more there. I want the easy trade this morning here. I want the easy trade. Easy trade would be this beautiful cratering below 644 here. Let's see. Apple's pushing up. Nvidia's pushing back up. Oop. S&P's coming back down. Tickle on the VWAP. Do we get that break below is the question. Looking kind of heavy down here. Let's see if we can get this break below 44. Show me a break below 44 and we can be in business together forever. Microsoft coming down. There's that old 660 again. Gonna add into that. What a choppy mess this is. Show me that weakness on NVIDIA and I can get really hammering to the short side here. A little perk there from Google, a little perk from S&Ps. Adding into that once more. Looking for this breakdown into those 44s now. Looking for that slam down into those 44s. Show me 44s on the print. 48 seems decent, right? All right, covered a little bit there. I guess we can move our stop to break even though I would expect a little up jump the boogie here. Stopped out. All right, starts our day off with some green here. We were up $24. Now we're up $2,200. Nice little shake and shimmy there. I'll take it. Now we pump the brakes. Slow Friday. Pump the brakes. Oh, now you're going to do it, aren't you? Pump the brakes. Pump the brakes. Let's see if we get this snap down here. Watching for a bit of a retest down here. This is going to be a tough area to break, but if we do break it, it should sail down. Okay, I got to try it down here. I know it's risky. I know, I can hear you. I hear everybody screaming, Rips, what are you doing? It's so risky down here. Why would you do that? I know, I hear you. I hear you. Super risky. Let's see if we can break these 40s now. Watching here on this push back up. Ooh, that looks violent to the downside now. Oh my. See if we can actually get through and break this heavily. Watching for a heavy snap now. S&P's still looking weak. Watching for a little snapacito. I want to see this remaining week under 55 as well. There we go. Nice, beautiful, beautiful little tuck and roll here. Watching the order flow down in this area. I want to see this week underneath 50 still. This is the area that we've kind of banded between on the overnight session. So this would be an area, if we don't break this, would be bouncing at these 44s. Which is also coinciding with our Clubhouse level. I'm going to add into that though. Watching. Adding once more for this break. Looking for this snap here. S&Ps are weak. Show me that 42 tickle. Okay, covering half. Need to see this clean break of 48 to the downside now. Show me that nice clean break and we can just move on here. Nobody wants to be the first one in the pool. Yeah, got to cover half that there. Don't want to break it just yet, unfortunately. As heavy as this is, I just don't trust it now. Covering a little bit more. And we'll see if we have to stop out here. Would really just like to see that follow through here on this trade. Oh shoot, what is going on here? Hold on. It's got me in opposite positions here. This is terrible. Oh my goodness. Yeah, not good. Dang it. Something happened with the hotkeys here, and it's just really bungled my positions here. Dang it. I just had to go flat. Dang it. That's a real shame because that should not have happened there. Oh boy. Well, this is why it's still in beta. But yeah, you can see here, completely opposite positions there on that. Dang it. That is a bummer. That is a real bummer. Dang it. Well, shoot. I don't know how that happened, but we'll have to look at orders. But this is why it's in beta, folks. That is a real shame. Super unfortunate there. Don't know how I ended up in opposite positions there. That is a real dang shame. That was weird. Dang it. I don't know how that actually happens. That is such a shame. Dang it. That is such a dang shame. By golly. And it's so funny because, like, man, those accounts were all passed. I don't want to say it, but yeah, every single one of those accounts was passed. And I'm looking down and I'm looking at the total, and it's like under 159 now. It's like, what happened? Oh, yeah. What a shame. Perfect execution, perfect idea. I have no idea what the heck happened. I'm going to look at my orders now. What the heck happened there? How does that happen? I'm going to send you an order log cargo if you're watching. That is such a shame. Dang it. Well, I should be up should be up like $4,000 right now, but yeah. Custom hotkeys is what we're using over here. Dang it. Well, what do I want to do now? Do I even want to continue to trade? That is like a... Good golly. I should have held both positions. See, I'm going to go out on a limb here, Savage. I'm going to say my intention was to be doing that. It didn't flip me long. It got me more short. I'm trying to cover, and it got me more short. I think it covered some of them, and then who knows? I have to look at orders. Anyway. There's something up with Rhythmic. Your price and mine were way off. Hold on. Let me see here. No, it looks good now. What did that set you back? Let's see. What's the P&L at? No. Yeah. Ugh. I was passed on all the accounts too, and I was literally looking to close down there. I'm passed on every single account because now the balance is at 158.3 on one, 157 flat on the other two. So, yeah. Why is your audio cutting in and out? No idea. Maybe refresh the stream there. Crazy. What a bummer. Oh well. All right, back to battle here. Let's try this again. We are back down at these lows. We had a nice draw of liquidity up high. Let's see what happens here. I'm curious what I pressed that made it do that. That is crazy. Yeah, all passed too. Dang it. No, it's definitely not the copy trader's fault. It's the hotkeys. We're in beta with these things, believe me. It's the old hotkeys. There's a good reason why we're in beta. Imagine we release this, everybody complaining, RepTap blew my account. It's unfortunate. Whatever. Let's keep with it here. Am I in all accounts? Is this really not copying now on any other account? Okay, it's copying. Strange. Try this again. Looking for these 44s to break down here. If NVIDIA is weak here below VWAP and we have S&Ps actually going below VWAP here, I do like this trade a lot. If we do continue to base down here, then trade idea is definitely negated. Very, very thin liquidity. We don't have news until 10 a.m., mind you. No news until 10 a.m. Almost got stopped there. Adding a little bit more. Watching. Adding into this break. Nice pull. Is it doing it again? I'm in the profit, right? What is going on here? Hold on. Okay, everything looks fine. For now. Nice break in the S&Ps. Got to cover half down there. Okay, something just filled again. What is going on here? All right. It should be 3 lots short here. I'm just going to use Replicano to flatten this. If we get down here. All right, we're flat. I'm going to switch my copier over to these other accounts. I passed one account. What a nightmare. What a fun nightmare. By the way, welcome to electronic trading, folks. This is the reality. All right, so we're going to copy here to that one. Great. Great, great, great. Great. Cool. We've passed one account, ladies and gentlemen. How about that? Didn't pass 3. We passed 1. Okay, so what's our PL now? We're at 1,600 now. Yay. Yippee skippy. Nice, Luna. Give it up for Luna passing their account. Sorry for being sour grapes this morning, folks. Just a little bit, a little frustrating. Is what it is. You know, you go from passing 3 extra accounts to nothing. Ugh. Right idea, too. Perfect execution. Right idea, but no follow through from your hotkeys, which is no bueno. All right, S&Ps are still tumbling here. Watch out for these big old bounces. The only issue I have today was the sound. There seems to be a whistle every now and again. What? Seriously? What is going on today? It's supposed to be Friday. We're supposed to be having fun over here. Come on. What is going on? I want to see a retest at 44. See if we'll get that. Sure, I have the accounts that I need selected. Great. Retest at 44 perhaps. Could let this develop a little bit as well. How's everybody doing out there, by the way? Is everybody having a good day so far? My apologies again for being sour grapes. I don't generally do that. It's just, it's a touch frustrating because it's like, you know, I'm not going to repeat it, but yeah, there you go. Have my fun. Passed a 50K up and over 100. Another one over 800 in my 100K. Very, very nice. Yeah, this market is tremendously weak still. Look at how thin this is. We have 14 minutes until the news, 13 and a half minutes. Just popped in to check on you, headed out to an auction to try and make some cash. Good luck to you, DV8. Good to see you. Happy that you're taking a break too. I'm trying my best, folks. I'm trying my best here with what I have, you know. Sometimes we have a little bit of issues here, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We move on. 44s are still weak here, trying a single lot trade. Okay, I'm not copying the past account. I wish I could lock it out on NinjaTrader. Wouldn't that be nice? I just don't want to accidentally get that account trading. Seeing if we're going to make a lower high here on this little push up. Looks good. S&P coming down a little bit as well. Liquidity's drying up just a touch down here. Some bidders coming in, but if we sweep those pretty quick, I would be confident in this position again. Seeing if we're sweeping this liquidity low. Okay, they are. See if we can get through this bid stack now. Might have to be extra scalpy on these. Let's see. Little bid stack that we're running into. Nobody wants to be the first one in the pool. Let's see if we break these 40s now. Watching for a 40 snap without a bounce. S&P's rejecting VWAP. This would be a big area of rejection here, especially if we have NVIDIA rolling underneath. Watching here. The longer that we gather liquidity here, the worse it is for us, though. We really need to see this snap through. Watching here. Liquidity injection coming in 1 minute as well. Testing. And, ooh, come on. That's it? Show me that 36 on the print. 36 on the print coming in here and now. They want to take it? Nobody wants to take 36. Interesting. Watching. Oh, I think they want it. Let's see. Here it is. 36 on the print. There it is. And there it is. Give it to me. Thank you. Got that out. Got that out. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The end of that 36. Exactly what we wanted to see. Gorgeous. Taking one more out. Gorgeous stuff. Great, great, great. Great ad too right there. Right when we needed it. And we're taking the rest off. All right, cool. So now we're only about $500-700 from passing there. That brings us up to $2,500. Hey, all right, we're back. We're back. We got the 36s. We called the read. That feel good. All right. So from out of the pocket to back in the pocket. Doesn't that feel right? Doesn't that feel right? Feels right. Feels right to me. I don't know. Man, that cheeky little ad of 2 more into 36 was everything. That was it for me. That felt good. I love it when you're just dialed in on a read like that. That felt nice. Let's get those likes up, folks. If you're enjoying the stream, please do me that solid. Get those lucky likes up. We said we liked the market short today, and by golly, it's delivering to us. 50% of the time, we're going to be right on those calls. Oh, good stuff. I switched to a Combine and Ninja Trader, but I don't know how to trade now without hotkeys. Yep. That's the curse of using hotkeys, Luna. Hasn't been a great open. Yeah, it's been a tricky one. You have to be buying into pops, which is selling into pops, which is difficult from time to time. And you know what? We're not getting the clean signal from the S&Ps yet. I think we get a big tumble, like 600 evens. Big tumble. Amit was down 1,100 and now up 250. Give it up for Amit. Nice work. Well done. Kept your cool after that snafu. Yeah, we tried to. I mean, I was pretty upset. We're going to end the poll here, folks. We have about 1,000 votes on it. 520 away from passing. Gosh, I'm nervous. You can always, Charlie, you can always switch over to a different account too. Switch over to a Combine practice account, something else. So 1,400 people voted. 42% say above. 34% say below. We are trading below right now, so the belows are in the lead. Delta's showing a lot of selling, yet there isn't follow through, right? Which means that we have absorption on the bid. Yeah, so I don't know. I might lock it up too after that. I mean, I'm so close on passing these little bad doggers, these little nuggets. I might just put them in the passenger seat for now. I don't know. It's Friday, right? It's Friday. How much is Ninja Trader? It's free. It's free with your Top Step account there. Nice. Killer Trades just made $1,700 bucks. Let's go, Killer. You crazy killer. Well, why don't we do a giveaway here, folks? Let's do a giveaway. You can choose what you'd like to have it for. What are we at? We're not even 1,000 likes. Come on, folks. Can we get to 1,000 likes? There's 1,500 of you folks watching. We're at 897 likes. You just literally, it's like right there. You just reach and click that button. Super simple. Yeah, maybe we'll pass them in the Discord here. Man, you know these OPEX days either really good or really crappy. Yes, indeed. That's it. That's right. 60 away now, folks. 60 likes away. Come on, come on. What account size are you using now? Only 150K accounts. That's the only ones I use. I never use anything but the 150K accounts, except for on Top Step X, I have those 50K accounts, but I have not been trading them. I don't want to have a 50K XFA, so I'm not trying to pass those. Suck it. This is going to open a lemonade stand. Stick with it, John. Don't be so hard on yourself. Make sure you're journaling every day. Find ways to improve. 4 more likes, folks. I'm going to get the giveaway ready because you folks are rock stars. There we go. We got it. 1,000. We did it. We did it. We did it. Let's go. Headshot. Love it. All right, let's do it. Nightbot. So you get to pick whether you want a free month of Clubhouse or a free Top Step Combine. You tell me, okay? It's your world. We're just living in it. The keyword's going to be a very, very simple one. Just like this. Here it comes, folks. Type it in. Oh, by the way, before we get to typing, hold on. Wait. Right down here, it's going to pop up my username. Wait for it. Wait for it. And there it is. Selling Rips. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram at Selling Rips. Follow me there. And that's the only thing you have to do. You follow me there. That's it. That's how you win. That's it. Follow me there. If you are a member of the channel on YouTube, there's a join button. I don't think it's available on mobile. Maybe it's available on iPad, but you can see how you have these green names in chat like Silent NW2, Strictly Trade Biz, Trader Page, right? There's a little join button on YouTube. You click that join button, and that's how you get 10 times more luck. All right. So follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram. When I call out your name that you're the big winner, all you have to do is just tell me what your username is and which platform it's on. Don't put the @ symbol. So for me, if I won, I'd put Selling Rips and I'd say Instagram. That's it. Very simple. Here we go, folks. There's the keyword. Happy Friday. Happy Friday is the keyword. Just type it in one word, no spaces. Happy Friday, because by golly, I want y'all to have a happy Friday here. And we are coming down. 600 is my target. 607 to be exact is my target to the downside here. That is my lofty target now. NVIDIA's decided to do it. So NVIDIA's rolling heavily alongside Microsoft. This is why we're seeing these rolls here. By golly, I wish I would have not had hotkey issues, but it is what it is, folks. Hey, welcome there, R. Bellard. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just type in the word Happy Friday, one single word. And this is going to be your choice. You can either pick or choose a free Top Step Combine or a free month of Clubhouse. It's your world. We're just living in it. It's your world. MP just said next week for mobile app. Whoa. Hey, let's go. Top Step X mobile app coming next week. Hey. Make sure, folks, after we're all done here, make sure you go jump over to Top Step TV. Give Dakota your support. I mean, folks, let me just say this, all right? I love Dakota as a human being, as a person, but as a trader, I love him too. He's been working really, really, really hard. And I will tell you this, encouragement in Top Step TV chat goes a long way. So if you could just say something nice about the guy today, and I know it shouldn't be that hard. I mean, you look at the guy and I just think nice things. So can you do that favor for all of us here in our community? Just go in Top Step TV after we're done here, after we finish this giveaway, and just give Dakota some well wishes in Top Step TV's live chat. He would love to hear that. He'd really appreciate that. Yeah, do a little Dakota raid. That'd be fun. But just show him some love. Show him some love. He'd really, really appreciate that. It'd be so kind of you folks to do that. Would really appreciate that. It would make his Friday. He's been working so hard. He's been trading his butt off. So give him some love for that. Ivan, let's see. Yeah, lock that puppy dogger up. Way to go. Ivan passing a combine. You love to see it, folks. You love to see it. Very, very nice stuff. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, folks. I'm going to give you about, let's say about 30 more seconds here. 30 more seconds. Because I want to get this done before the top of the hour. So, yep, 20 more seconds starting right now. 20 more seconds. Remember, my target to the downside here is 600 evens, basically 607. The only interference we have on the way down is about 615s there. 615, 620s. There it is. Look at this. Beautiful roll in the market if you're still short. Alrighty, folks, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rolling. Alexander. Are you here, Alexandre? Talk to me. Oh, talk to me. Come on down. You're the big winner. Either a free Top Step Combine or a free month of Clubhouse. The world is your oyster. Hey, there we go. Very quick. Love to see that. What would you like, sir or madam? Let's check Twitter first. Let's see. I'm looking here on... It's definitely not on Twitter. All right, let's see here. Check it on Instagram. And you do follow me on Instagram. Very, very good. Send a message. What would you like? Congrats. Winner. What would you like? Free month of Clubhouse or a free Top Step Combine? What would you like? It's your world. Let me know what you want and we'll make it happen. I just sent you a message. What would you like? What would you like? Combine or Clubhouse? Don't be shy. Top Step Combine, please. You got it. Free Top Step Combine. Nice. There we go. Boom. All right. We'll get that coupon code sent over to you. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in for a Friday stream. Now's your chance to get on over to the Top Step TV YouTube stream and make it happen, folks. Make sure you drop some love for Dakota. Thank you, folks, for tuning in. Love you all very, very much. Great to have a nice little recovery after getting a little mind boggled there. But hey, love you folks very much. Have a great weekend. Find some time to spend some friends and family time away from the screens. Get some relaxation in, and we'll be back to battle here on Monday. All right, folks, have a good one. Take care.